The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Brees to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the gun, it's Brees. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 33. 33. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Rebound. Mike, check 33.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Jim.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Two. 12. 11. Check safety. I got this.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, gun.
At the 33.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Like 20. I got this. 21.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, alert. Under 10. 12. Say hunt. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21. Rush in. 1, Omaha. Rush in.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, G. Here I come.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Yellow lady. Stay with your man. Sammy. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Thomas, the intended target. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He was brought down by Eli Apple. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Garoppolo. And this is Selleck here with a grab. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Coming to you. Hey, gun. Hatchet. 12, fellas, here we go. 1, Omaha. Check.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
23-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I got this. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
21.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Watch twins. Check. 65. Hey, gun.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Six. Hey, Haywood. Clock. 11.
Joker.
Flag. Check 20. Hut.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
12. 61. Matchbox lights. 11.
54. Mike.
Garoppolo wants to throw once more. Well, that's complete to Sanders. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. White 80. White.
Come on. Slam.
6. 11.
Safety creek.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, Alpha. Say hut.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Brown at $3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
12.
Safety's creeping. Check.
Hey, gun.
Now it's Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
65.
Here we go again. Smooth. Watch out.
Man.
54 is mine.
I got this. Man.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
They have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. This is Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Breeze now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
White. Tighten up. Kill. Hey, turn it. 11. 21.
51's the mic.
Hey, gun. Hey, alert. Undercut.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. The Sanders has got it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Switch it. I got you.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
13. Hey, gun.
22-yard line.
Alert 3. Slam.
I got you.
51, Mike, 51. Man.
21.
Check it back.
Hey, gun.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
1, Omaha.
Mike, 51. I got you, son.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, it's our round.
1, Omaha.
Switch. Sponge. No. Say.
I got you.
Motion.
They run for it with Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ready? Line 8, 56.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come.
Kill. Check 15.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the run.
Hey, kill. Hey, Charlie.
Check 56. Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Now Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Mike, check 33.
Okay, 5-9.
Again, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
You got nothing.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. 12. Breathe, defense.
Breeze to throw again. Now Breeze lost the football. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 56. 5-8. 56 is mine. 56 is mine.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Here's Breeze to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
2. 2. 2. 5. 54 Mike. Jim. 65.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
21.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.